All right. I think I got this thing. Give me 1 second, y'all. And
yeah, that's us. Just one here, turn the
that's us. Yeah, that's us. Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, that's us. Who the players motivated now? Yeah, that's us. Straight from the hood, but we made it now. Yeah, that's us. Platinum faded now. Yeah, that's us. Come on, baby, say it now. Yeah, that's us. Yo, listen here, playboy, we gon' get that dough. Face of the Cartier, tic-tac-toe. Yeah, saying spade, where you get that from? To the sky when I hit that. 3 to the 5, let's skip that. Oh, what you need to know where my grip at? I know Cap be on some slimy, and they be flogging in them whips. We had in 96 when the tone died, they left my mind in a twist. Yeah, that's us at the bar with the dine and the crisp. And I promise you this, blow up, I'm gon' do that. 5 coupe, land on the lot, royal blue that. Real dog never drop, so your way is food that. Don't
Hotep, what's going on? Local remodelers, Alan Hyde. Yeah, that's us. Want to do a little something on a Sunday. Rocking with y'all. Hotep Kaz, appreciate you. Black Kareem, Hotep. Pharaoh, Hotep God. That's what I'm talking about. Glad to see everybody out here. And let me get this thing set up here. Oops. All right, there we go. I think we got it. All righty. What's going on, fellas? Happy Sunday to you. Fraud is magnified. Never heard of him. All right. In Texas, with the Attorney General is not doing his job, Chapter 4, Section 20. You are 100% correct, my brother. All right. He also loses immunity. Peace and blessings, Shafiq. Good to see everybody. Habeas corpus. Yo, man, I be loving your comments, man. I like that one about Leaf Scott's pockets leaking. That was all the way live, bro. That was all the way live. Yeah, I was sitting in the office here. I had to come in and, do some things. And I said, what the heck? I haven't done a live stream in a while, so I wanted to come on and check y'all out. And New Life Entertainment, welcome, brother. Everything Cars. Hotep, brother, good to see you. Appreciate the shout out. Okay. And Kaz, yes, man, the information comes directly from their own memory banks. If you use their information against them, you cannot go wrong. I beat child support using what I learned from you. I want to sue the DA. No problem, brother. Get in touch with me. All right. And gentlemen, just so you're aware, peace to the gods, Rael. If you want to sue the 4D crime family, you're going to have to get the case dismissed in the state first. Okay. And to be honest with you, I made that mistake a few times. All right, but now you live and you learn. Okay, but I have talked to the federal judges, and it is a requirement that you have to prevail in state court first. Okay, in order to to be able to file. Shaka Washington, Hotep. All right, if they're Pharaoh, if they're garnishing your wages, Title 3720 says that they have to prove that there's a debt. All right, and that what you need to do is start demanding the contract. Okay. New Mexico in the house. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? All right, good to see everybody. Well, we're here, gentlemen. If you want to do some, feel free to ask your questions. All right, like I said, it's a Sunday afternoon. I had to come in, catch up on some work because I'm a little behind. John Lindsay got an Indiana judge who refused to acknowledge a custody order from Kentucky judge. Now I have custody of my son and still paying my ex child support. You shouldn't be paying anything if you have custody of your son. All right. Hotep Paul, Hotep Terry Lewis, Connecticut in the house. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Pennsylvania will be shut down, gentlemen. All right. I am shutting the system down. All right. I'm not sure what your motif is. I'm not sure what everybody else's motif is on YouTube. My motif, shut it down. Okay? Now, the way that I see it is if everybody took the license plates off their car, sent those license plates, the license and the vehicle registration back to the motor vehicle department, okay, eventually it will shut down. Okay, so we have to stop keeping them in business. Hold tight, got some messages kicking through. Okay, so the objectivity is if we can get everybody on one accord and simply get everybody to stop doing what they're doing, then everybody will stop getting what they're getting. KC, what's going on? I'm going to court next month. First time going. I'm in Virginia. I'm a virgin to this. There you go. Well, what you want to do? Worst case scenario, buy yourself some time. Number one, gentlemen, I'm gonna tell everybody this. Hey, what's up, Tito? Stop accepting the mail from these people. Okay, I've done a video on it. Hey, Hotep Daryl or Darian. All right, I've done a video on it, and I'm warning you. All right, as long as you send that mail back, that mail is not intended for you. That mail is intended for the non-custodial pay rent. Okay, 40. What is it? 42 USC 666 AC3 clearly states the non-custodial pay rent's social security number will be furnished to the agency enforcing the order. Okay, that is the property of the Social Security Administration. James Williams, Hotep. Tomorrow I'll be emailing you a 40 contract. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been waiting on that for a minute. Dollar Bill, what up, Dollar Bill? You know it now, okay? Greg, how you doing? It's the same with the BC. It's an undertaking. Send it back as well. You're correct. Mail fraud, it is. All right, and more importantly, gentlemen, they're setting you up. You know it's a crime to open up somebody else's mail. Worst case scenario, if you want, you can take that mail and you can send it back to the 4D, send it to the Social Security Administration and address, hey, Paul, how you doing? And send it to Andrew Saul and tell him, Andrew, say, this is for you. This is for non-custodial pay rent. This is your property. 5 USC subsection 301 requires you to handle this. Okay? And look that up, gentlemen. 5 USC subsection 301. It'll tell you. All right. Hey, Alan, what's going on? How is it that legal consider... wait a minute, I'm sorry. How is it that legal considering to 42 USC codes makes it a felony? I would have to look that up, bro. I don't have an answer to that question right now. Let's see. You're right. 18 USC 1341 mail fraud. Okay. James, let's see. God of Law, we cracking heads here in Commonwealth of Kentucky. That's what I'm talking about, James. And yo, man, I want to know when you get that court date as well. New Life Entertainment in New Jersey fighting non-TANF case. Been studying the information you're providing for some time now. How would you at least start paperwork process? Well, gentlemen, the burden of proof rests on he who asserts, not he who denies. Someone is asserting that you owe a debt. A debt is a sum of money due by certain express agreement. So in order for there to be a debt, there must be an express agreement. It's just it's no different than a car note or mortgage. All right. So tell them I want to see a copy of that express agreement. If they can't produce, then they got to stop. Okay, let me see here. Tony Baloney, Bloney, my bad. Change my address to zip code exempt at the post office. No, you just create the affidavit for it and you mail it out to whoever you want to know that you are zip code exempt. And after that, do not, if you send out a zip code exempt affidavit, do not, I repeat, do not accept mail after that. Okay? If they don't send that mail to the proper name and the proper address, you send it back. You can probably get around things being mailed to the address. Well, if you're going to use a zip code or a PO box, what's going to happen is you want to use, after you put the zip code, you want to put in brackets the number 9998. And what that does is it still separates you. The Lady Tech, peace, Hotep, how's everybody? All right. Lance Lee, can you keep your live videos up after they air? Yeah, they stay up. They stay up. You just have to go to the channel. Okay? You have to go to the channel. And I'm trying to keep up with the, because these are coming through quick. Osiris, we love you in Pennsylvania. I'm not on child support anymore, but I would like to know how to get my money back. Well, the statute of limitations is 2 years. Okay? So if you know, if you're within the statute of limitations, then you could turn around and sue for your money. Okay. Man on fire in Tennessee. They say they are judicial and administrative. How is that possible? They're not. They're contractors. Okay, gentlemen. The reason I teach you what I teach you is so that nobody can lie to you. Okay. Cheeseburger, Hotep, brother. All right, did you get that paperwork sent off? All right, let's see. Tito, there's nothing you can't handle. You're the god of law. Appreciate that, man. But you're all turning into 4D destroyers, fellas. How do I start with SSA and DHR in Alabama? Okay, again, demand. All right, somebody's alleging you owe a debt. Demand a copy of the express contract that created that debt. Hotep, Chadwick, how do I start? Oh, Chadwick, you're good to go. And incidentally, man, I just got your payment too. Okay, thank you. Darren Cosby, can I present the info about child support when I go and to get a review? Gentlemen, one of the things you don't want to do is sit there and try to argue with a low level security guard or whatever you want to call them, those contractors. Okay, what you got to do is you got to start attacking the bosses. All right, that's what you want. You want to attack the bosses. Okay, you can get further with attacking the bosses. So you go online, you find out who the we already know who Scott Leakin is, the OCSA, but you have to go to the state the website that's in the state and look up who's running it and start sending your correspondence to them. Okay, Eli, I got court tomorrow for the first time child support. What do I do? All right, you obviously aren't ready to go. So when you go in, tell them I cannot proceed because I need to obtain counsel. Okay, and let me make sure my stream is acting up a little bit. Hold on. Yep. I hope we don't get cut off. If not, I'll redo it. All right, let me see here. Oh, thank you, Tito. Appreciate that. Yeah, my concubine keeps my hair done for me. She hit me with that flat iron. Man on fire. Hotep, brother. Cortez. Hotep. Oh man, Adventures of Jack. I'm doing good, man. The gods are blessing me, and everything is going quite well. Thank you for asking, Mike. Appreciate that. Blessings to you and Rick W. And I want to shout out my man Rick W. That's my main stain. Okay. All right, check his channel out if you have not. All right, the man is full of knowledge. He is definitely a 4D destroyer. All right, let's see here. I'm trying, like I said, fellas, bear with me. I'm going to try to keep up with these. They come through really fast. That's right. Leave them leaking. Let's see. You're going to make them retire, Williams? That's what I'm talking about. uh, David, how you doing, David? So I can still sue even though... Oh, thanks, it's him. I can... Oh, wait, let's see. Appreciate that, man. So I can still sue though they stop collecting money because of the statute of limitations, as long as you're within that statute of limitations. All right. Asim L, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, brother. That was wonderful. Darren Cosby, what to do? Let's get this thing straight here. Wait a minute. All right, what do I do when I go for a review? Can I present the info? You can present the info. Yes, you can. Okay. You can present anything you want, but again, I like to attack the bosses. Okay, that's what I like to do. We don't mess with the low level soldiers. We go right for the bosses, Jugular Vein. All right, Marcus Morgan. I'm not on the birth certificate. Oh, yo, what up, Big Body, the God of War, Hotep. All right, let me get. I'm not on birth certificate. I believe I need DNA test through. No, you don't need a DNA test. Just again, demand the express agreement. That's all you want. Shaka Washington. That's right. Big ups to Rick W. Can you help me state a claim on paper? Yes, Tito. We can definitely help you. All right. Big Body. Where you at, Big Body? I know you're on the road trucking somewhere making all that paper. I want to see them do time like us. Well, if everybody gets together, we can make that happen. Oh, you know that, Big Body? We definitely gonna keep attacking these crooks. I finished paying a year ago. Can I demand a full refund from the CSS? Yes, you can. Again, if you want a refund, tell them you want a copy of the express agreement that compelled you to a specific performance. Oh, you're in Pottstown. Okay. All right. And tell them you want that contract. Okay. Arnold Sorensen, can I sue for fraud past the 2-year mark? if you can get away with it, but there's a likelihood that you might not. But yeah, fraud there's no statute of limitations on fraud. Okay. What should I do if you were incarcerated? The judge says agency does not have to respond to motions entered. Again, stop, gentlemen. Go directly to the bosses. All right, go directly to the bosses. Stop messing. Oh, okay, I see you, big body. Stop messing with these little people. Okay, you're wasting your time. Attack the boss. Hotep Eric, Darren Woods. I'm loving the energy in this feed. Thank you, Darren. Eric, I have learned more from you than any attorney could offer. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I want to thank the 4D Crime family, all right, for making all that information available. All right, Points Law 84. Man, what's going on? I'm also not on support anymore. How do I go about the lawsuit? Do I follow the steps you laid out in the webinar, or do you still provide the service for a fee? We do provide the service. What you want to do is, well, just shoot me an email and we'll talk about it then. Let's see, Sunkiss, Hotep, you got it, man. No problem, Sunkiss. Always here to help you, brother. Oh man, brother Coffee, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Minimum wage. One love, my brother. One love to you too, man. Peace. Osiris, you are the god of fucking beast. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Dion. And yo, man, I love all y'all, man. Okay, I love everybody. And again, what we want to do here is, my goal, my mission is to shut it down. Okay, that's my mission. Okay, I want you all to be free. Okay, what's the old saying? Check this out. Hold on, let me do this. I'm going to do. Let's see here. Let's rock with some Onyx. All right. Oops. And what we're gonna do, oh man, is oh, I hit the wrong button. Oops, let's see. I'm gonna rock some funky head banging music. Y'all ready? Let's rock this. Y'all remember Onyx, don't y'all? I listen to this when I do my paperwork because I be getting mad when I listen to Onyx. Yeah, check them out. All right, let's see. That's right. Two wrongs don't make it right, but it damn sure makes us even. All right. Now, I've been off child support for many, many years, but as a process of being on child support, I lost almost everything. Okay, and that's why I do what I do. All right. So two wrongs don't make it right, but it damn sure gonna make it even. All right. Let me turn that down. All right. Let's get back to the questions. All right. So let's go down here. All right, and I hope I did not get cut off. Okay. James, you cool. Gary, yo man, Gary, you be sending me some serious information, man. I definitely appreciate that. And keep sending it. And gentlemen, if you have some proof or some evidence that you would like me to put on video, so people can see it, by all means, send that to me. And we'll research it and test it out, and we'll rock the house with it. Okay. Let's see here. Todd Jermaine, sharing the wealth to shut them down is definitely necessary. You got it, Todd. How's things back in Philly? And don't worry, man. I'll not forget you. You are on my drawing board. I'm just very backed up right now. I got you. Mac 187, brother. Amen. Thanks for the email on the employers being paid for IWOs. No problem, gentlemen. If they're garnishing your wages, all right. Again, tell them you need to see the contract between you and the agency head, all right, because their law requires them to have a contract between you and the agency head. Okay, you got it. All right, Eli. After I tell them I cannot proceed and that I need to obtain counsel, then what? Then they're going to postpone it, and then you get up at me, okay? And we'll create some weapons for you, all right, and show you how to go in here and take some heads, okay? Back in action, Model Collections. Appreciate the info you sent today. I appreciate you. Ian Taylor, thank you, man. I really appreciate that, brother. Gary, thanks. Yeah, no problem, man. That's what we're here for. All right, New Life Entertainment. Lost passport, but born in Canada. I have to do some research on that one, brother. Could I do a video on Indiana? I get a lot of requests from people asking me to do videos from certain states, on certain states. Everything that I do a video of, gentlemen, it applies across the board. Okay. Thank you, New Life Entertainment. One of the things a lot of people don't realize, and if you don't realize this, gentlemen, is that Title 4D, which is a non-positive law title, is not is federal law. It's not state law. The states had to adopt those federal laws in order to receive federal funding. Okay, so whatever I've done, it applies in every state. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm in a real bind. Oop, let me get back. As things are coming through quick. I'm in a Darian. I'm in a real bind. I'm on child support in Wisconsin and Illinois. You're not in a bind. Again, demand a commercial agreement that compels you to a specific performance, aka the terms of a personal responsibility contract. Victoria Edwards. Hey, James, I need to call you ASAP. Oh, okay. That was for somebody else. What do I do when they completely ignore your information? All right, again, gentlemen, stop going in here and trying to, in these little 4D hearings, and stop trying to, they're not there to listen to you. Okay, they are there. They are a collection agency. They have a contractual obligation to collect money from you. Okay, based off of your commercial pledges. All right, again, start attacking the boss. When you attack the boss, you give the boss 10 days to respond. If the boss don't respond in 10 days, then you file a motion for judgment and court-ordered relief from that boss. Okay, for failure to respond. And also let them know you got 10 days. If you fail to respond in that 10 days, all right, I'm going to take you to court. All right, let me keep going up here. All right, let me see if I can get to these. Let's see. Come here, you. All right, let's see. All right, Peter Fay. You're in Wisconsin. Okay, brother. If you need any help, let me know. Got you. Rod Henderson, good to hear from you, brother. Glad you could make it. After the first notice, I sent it back. I wrote saying I do not consent to joining their program. I sent the mail back 4 times. They stopped sending me letters. That's perfect. Gentlemen, when you send that mail back, you do not have to write anything on it, okay? Don't write anything on it. Just put it in a bigger envelope and send it back certified mail, okay? And then, let me see here. All right, you'll get the return receipt back, and the date that they signed it, all right, will usually be on that return receipt. And trust me, man, I got piles of these. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to write anything on it when you send that mail back. Okay, that's not even necessary. Just send it back. When you send it back, use a zip code exempt address. Okay, and don't put your name on it. Just put care of whatever address you want them to return. Okay. Ian Taylor, I'm on child support based off of me suing the BC. No paternity, and I've written letters to the Attorney General and Child Support Office in Florida telling them I'm not complying. Okay. Again, demand that contract. Okay. All right. Minimum wage. Child support stopped me from getting my passport and kept my birth certificate for 4 or 5 months. How do I get paid from them? Sue them. You get paid from anybody. All right. But again, gentlemen, don't forget, in order for you to sue, you got to get that case terminated in the state first. All right. All right. Now, let's see here. I'm trying to do this little control panel thing here. And let's see. Come on, you. Hold on. Oh, come on, you. Let's go hit this down here. Bear with me, fellas. I'm the god of law. I am not the god of technology. All right, come on. Now, let me just get this thing to work. Come on. I'm trying to scroll down to see the other comments that are coming through, but it's not letting me. I hope I'm... Hold on, let me check something here. Let me check something here. Let me see. All right. All right, we're good on that. Let me turn on the volume on this. My system is acting up. It's freezing up here. All right, I think. Oh, there we go. I got it. All right, so with the, oh, come on, you stop acting like that. All right, come here. Thing acting like a mean old woman. Okay. OLC, what up, OLC? Joshua Malone. I think I did, Joshua. I get a lot of emails, man. You'll have to remind me. All right. When we demand the contract from child support, what is the next step? You give them 10 days to produce. If they don't produce it in 10 days, then you take them to court for failure to basically to prove their claims. It's almost like a validation of a debt. Okay, really, literally, that's what it is. It's almost like a debt validation. If they can't validate the debt, then there is no debt. Pharaoh, let's see, them garnishing my wages without my consent or proof. Okay, I have a video on that. Thank you, Quam. Appreciate you. Utility Ghost, Unity Ghost, fighting for fatherhood. Okay, well, you're not fighting for fatherhood. You're fighting for your freedom. Okay, you want your rights. All right. You have to become what's known as a belligerent claimant in person. Okay. Good afternoon, T. Raphael. Let's see. Okay, no problem, man. Just send it on out. And incidentally, gentlemen, and I've said it on the videos before, I average about 300 to 400 emails a day. All right. We have a lot of people reaching out to us. If you've sent me an email, please be patient with me. Usually, what I do, I start work at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And when I come in at 3 in the morning, the first thing we do is we try to get these emails out of the way, because if not, they'll pile up. But what I generally do is I start from the bottom emails up and work my way to the top. All right. On an average, it takes we return emails usually from 5 in the morning till about 8. That's how long it takes us to return to return all those emails. Okay. All right, Justin, Hotep, peace. Need to do a movie now. What you got for contempt? Okay. Truth Seeker, Hotep, Carlos, what's going on, man? We can gladly help you, man. Shoot me an email. Stiffer DNA, contract. Where is it? Nowhere. Bye. There you go, man. Darren, do you call child support and demand or send a letter? No, you create an affidavit. All right, little short, sweet affidavit, and you use their law, and you get it notarized. You send it by certified mail. Again, you give them 10 days. They don't respond in 10 days. Then guess what? All right, let's see. Rod Henderson, it's been over a month since they sent me a letter. What do you think? Don't know what to think on that one. All right, what's more important is if they haven't sent you anything, double check and see if the case is still active. That makes a lot of sense right there. All right. Tom McGuire, you are a great person. I really appreciate all your knowledge. You really helped me through a lot of regarding child support. You're a great man. Thanks. Appreciate that, Tom. I really do, man. I appreciate all the love and support y'all fellas give us over here at Deception Stoppers, okay? And it just so happens for the Pennsylvania people, I just happen to stop by. I'm in a hotel room right now, but I'm in the Pittsburgh area. I've got some business to take care of tomorrow out here, and then I'll be moving on to a whole nother country, which you call a state. All right, but hopefully we can cross some paths and get some beers to throw back. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Hotep, yay. And child support are interstate contractors. Yes, they are. Okay, they are interstate contractors. Now let me see here. Come on, you. Untiv Ghost, child support is bribing. Yes, they are. All right, gentlemen, if you have been fortunate enough to come across some of these 4D contracts, they are out there. And if you can't find them online, then you can always use the Freedom of Information Act to request that contract. A 4D contract is, it obligates a governmental or entity or employee to provide administrative services for the Child Support Enforcement Agency in return for payment from that agency. So yes, it is a bribe. Raw Jeweler, Hotep, how are you, bro? All right, let me try to get this thing here. All right, it says our stream is healthy. I like that. All right, let me try to get down here. I'm trying to get this thing. It's for some reason the box to scroll down in is it's behind the other scroll box, so I'm having trouble getting it. All right, come here. Let's see if I can get it. Nope, and I'm having trouble. All right, hold tight. Hold tight. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't want that. All right, there we go. There it is. Okay, I think I got it now. All right. Let's see here. Dude Bergs, peace. Do you have any book materials? Also, what video talks about being refunded? Appreciate your knowledge. There's no written material about being refunded. It's something that you demand. Um, but uh, oh, incidentally, gentlemen, of course, you do know the new website. Hopefully, it'll be up and running this week sometime. And I'm telling you, it's going to be powerful. So watch these videos because pretty soon what we're going to be doing is we're going to take these videos that are on YouTube and we're going to be transferring them to the channel. All right, we'll make shorter videos, but if you want access to this, you'll have to, you'll stop by the website, okay? Again, resource library, the Wall of Shame. Um, we got how-to videos, tutorials. It's going to be packed. All right, and we went all in on this one, gentlemen. This thing has cost me an arm, leg, and a couple of toes, but it's worth it because your freedom means everything to us. All right, so I'll announce it when it happens. When we get it up and running, because I'm very excited. Okay, um, Amen has lost the case, and y'all is telling. Wait a minute, what is that? Give me a second here. Uh, Oh, don't worry about it, Hotep. That's irrelevant. Black Cash, Hotep, glad for stopping by. It's been over 7 years and CS received nothing from me. Can I get my driver's license back? What do you need driver's license for? A license is a certificate that grants permission. All right, you have the right to travel. Start using it. Mac Black Ice, you got it. What up, Mac? Tony Bloney, Ex parte Davis case law states that child support is a commercial debt. All right, but again, a debt is a sum of money due by express agreement. Gentlemen, you got to tear down his words. Garen Coleman put their drum. Garen, good to see you, man. I posted that what you gave me this morning. If you saw the video that I made, my man Garen Coleman, who's in the house today, sent me over a picture, a copy of the what was it, Michigan friend of the court, and it shows that they're a private business. You can check that video out. Okay, appreciate that, Garen. Yo, man, and keep up the good work. Keep doing that research, man. I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong. All right, let's see. Continuously. All right, come here, you. Let me see here. 1 second. Points of law. The website is going to be, the name of it is 4ddestroyer.com. If you click on it now, it's just going to tell you that it's coming soon. All right, but like I said, we're still adding content. We still have to put the scheduling in it, and this stuff is very tedious, and that's why it's costing me an arm, leg, and a couple of toes. But the IT team, they're working on it, and trust me, it's going to be hardcore. All right, let's see. Black Cash, download public vehicles, travel there. There you go. Rod Henderson, is there a way anywhere we can see where it is written that child support has not been enacted in positive law? Yes. What is that website? Hold on 1 second. Shoot me an email and I'll email it to you. Okay, but if you look at the video, Color of Law, it does show it there. All right. Black Cat. All right, so let's keep rolling down here. Brett J. All PA contract for 4D online at the PA Treasury website. Yes, we have a copy of PAs. All right, appreciate that. All right, so everybody, Brett J says all PA contracts for 4D are online at the PA Treasury website under the contracts tab at the bottom. One for each county in 2010, 15, and 20 are going to be done this year. Great information. I hope everybody gets that. Aaron Roberts, any lawsuits against the state judges that are successful? Yes, a whole lot of them. All right, Black Cash, you got it, man. Lee Hunts, when I start a case against child support, do I have to be in the same state to deal with it? Unless that state is handing out what do you call telephonic hearings, the likelihood of you being there is yes. Okay. Case law says child support is interstate contracts are rejected. The idea that they are anything different, they are debts. We have to prove immunity is waived through their contracts. All right, we love you all too, Hotep. That's what's up. Doc, you are saving men. Hey, man, yes, appreciate you. All right, and we are here, but more importantly, we want you to save yourself. Okay. Jonathan Rocket, what's good, man? Hotep, thank you for all the work you do. Currently going to head with the crime family of the Title 4D. With your help, I have come a long way. Keep up the good fight. Yes, Jonathan, keep me posted, brother. All right. If you have not had a hearing, send them a letter demanding reinstatement and demand due process. Okay. Listen, gentlemen, I'm a firm believer that the only thing beats a failure is a try. Okay. And you want your rights back. So what are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to go the distance for that? All right. What are you really willing to do? How bad do you want it? What I suggest is, if you're going to go after these people, make yourself a plan of attack. All right. Who are you going to attack? What are you going to attack them with? Okay. And then go after them. Good karma. Do I have to go to the hearing to present my opening argument or wait for a detached judge? Again, I do not recommend that anybody goes to a 4D hearing. If they're sending you mail, the only way you can know how to that there's a 4D hearing is if you accept their mail. That mail is not intended for you. Okay, that mail is intended for the non-custodial pay rent. Send it back. Do not write return to sender on it. Just put it in a bigger envelope. Put care of whatever address you want that the green postcard to come back, and keep it moving. All right. Exactly, habeas corpus. Okay. Rolling initiative. It's game over if you're tricked into signing their contract. No, that's not necessarily true, brother, because there's 6 elements of a contract. One is offer and acceptance and full disclosure. All right. So if they have not given you full disclosure of that contract, it's not a legal and binding contract. All right. Do your research on this. Look up the 6 elements that make a lawful contract. Okay. And always do your research on that. All right. Man, we got a nice little turnout here. Let me see here. Oh, I gotta get this thing back up. All right, let's see. You got it, man. No problem. I appreciate you as well. I'm trying to get down to the. I keep losing my thingy here because I keep hitting the wrong button. All right. Do you know how to syntax language to prove convenience of English language to commit fraud? Just break down the words. Black's Law's Dictionary. All right. Leesburg, need help in Florida. Gotcha, brother. Department of Revenue. No, Jonathan, it's not up yet. I was just telling everybody a few minutes ago. Hopefully, it'll be up next week. Texas men set up. Oh, come on. Let me see here. All right. It says, Doc, Texas men step up and put Ken Paxton in prison. All right. Agreed. All right. I definitely would love to help put Ken Paxton in prison. All right. Somebody needs to do something with his ass. Because me and Ken don't get along at all, and he knows exactly who I am. All right, I've spoken to Ken on the phone quite a few times. And Ken says, I don't know who you think you are. I don't think. I know. I'm the god of law, and I'm going to shut your ass down. All right? I done got calls from his office. You're threatening. I ain't threatening nobody. I'm just letting you know what's going on. How to fight a default judgment. Okay, again, someone's alleging that you owe a debt. Tell them you want a copy of that express agreement. All right. Let's see. Doc, I'm working on it. You got it. No problem. Die to live free. Gotcha. I got your email. King Judah, LOL. That's what I'm talking about, man. Brother Coffee. In signing settlement agreement, considered responsibility. If you're signing a settlement agreement, you're accepting the settlement. All right. You're accepting the terms of the settlement. So it's not a responsibility. It's literally a benefit. Okay. Brett J, I'm wondering if going to a county commissioners meeting to try to use persuasion and just maybe prevent them from signing the 4D contract. Again, only thing that beats a failure is a try. Okay. Hall 7180. What's happening, brother? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Max S. Kansas looks at Kansas City in the house. How do you get them to drop warrants when I've sent several affidavits? They're fraudulent. Well, the likelihood of them dropping a warrant is you're going to have some powerful paper. All right. You really need to know what you're talking about. And then you can use some case laws. As I've already showed you in the warrants, the policing for profit, those warrants benefit the 4D program and the sheriff's 4D contract. Okay. They're not, they're the only ones who are benefiting from it. What's up, Megto Farmer? Excuse me. Trying to fight off a little cold here. All right. So let me see who else we got in here. Yeah, 144 people. That's what's up, everybody. All right. Give yourselves some love. All right. 144,000. I love it. That's what we talking about. All right. So what you want to do, gentlemen, is, and hey, Hotep John Grant, I appreciate that, man. Peace. I will keep up the good work. Okay, Major Malone. I'm 30 years old, living in Indiana. Never possessed a driver's license. Have a felony for it. Hard to find decent work. Can you please direct me towards literature pertaining to this? Look up the right to travel. Somebody asked that question everywhere. Matter of fact, Yusuf L from High Frequency Radio. He posted a video this morning on the right to travel. Very powerful as usual. Yusuf L is a god. All right, I mean he's a god among insects. It's on my community page. All right, check it out. And there's case laws and everything else that you might need. Okay, man, 30 years old. I got grandkids your age. Let's see, Jeremy Little. Why don't you open a law firm? You could be traveling helper on how to send tax, language to provide proof fraud. Please look up. Well, I'm not a lawyer. All right, this is not a law firm. We're deception stoppers. Directions to fight. Page Moon. Directions to fight. Just the interest only left on. All right, interest is something that comes from a loan. Okay, when did you take out a loan that they're attacking interest on? All right, show me that paperwork. Okay, ooh, let me go back up. Woo, you guys are typing in fast. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. King Judah, I have a very unusual case that I've been on for 19 years. No proof of paternity, no DNA. All right, again, King. All right, somebody's alleged you owe a debt. Tell them you want to see that express agreement. No express agreement. You can't produce that express agreement in 10 days. There is no debt. And then you take them to court over it. Okay, Lee Hunts. That was conveyance. I'm sorry, no worries, man. David Wynn Miller on how to send tax language. Yeah, I don't usually mess with taxes since I'm not obligated to pay taxes. I'm not a United States citizen. So taxes are not my thing. Title 26 is the IRS tax code. That is also a non-positive law title. Okay. Let's see here. 4-6 Trade Worldwide. How to fight a default judgment. Demand to see the contract. John Batchelor. How you doing, John? Why are you the only guy doing this and not the other 2 million lawyers helping? Because lawyers, if you read the Federal Manual of Child Support, I think it's page 14, it clearly tells you that the Federal Office of Child Support Enforcement is under contract with the American Bar Association. Lawyers cannot help you. T. Raphael, Hotep, brother, good video. Appreciate that. Meg Toe Farmer, how you doing, man? Major Malone, you're welcome, brother. King Judo, hopefully we can, wait a minute, let me go back up. Oh, come on, all right. Hold on, bear with me, fellas. Y'all typing them in fast, so it's hard to keep up to it. Let me get here. Okay, let me go back. I lost where I was at. It keeps pushing it up. All right, Chadwick Lowe, take some ground coming and water for coal. Okay, thank you, man. Appreciate that. I was out late last night, man, because I was traveling. I'm just a little sniffly, but I'll be all right. Can I trust a lawyer in child support? No, you cannot. Unity Ghost. Okay. Padded Flow. Yes, my passport's back. I need it. All right, well, then you're going to have to get that case dismissed. Okay. Hotel. Okay, let's see. David Wynn Miller captured our flag in 1995. We no longer belong to the British Trust. Well, there's 4 commonwealths in America. That's actually their own outright. Okay, and they're under British colonial common law. Mac 17, how you doing, man? Or excuse me, Mac 187. Let's see. No, you cannot. Unity, they are contractors for Title 4D. Oh, you're welcome, John. No problem, man. Aziz Jalal, how you doing? Oh, come on, man. This thing is driving me crazy. Hold on. Get back. All right. How you doing, my brother? I hope all is good. I recently checked the credit report, and the amount has been closed and nowhere to be found. What is supposed to... All right, well, it's off your credit report. Check to see if the case is still active. All right. Damian Cross, lawyers are part of the corrupt government scam. You are correct. All right, and just so you know, gentlemen, you do not have to be licensed to practice law in this country. There are case laws for it. I had a judge ask me, so are you licensed to practice law? I read that case law to him. You can't have me have a license. It's bullshit. All right, let's see. King Lloyd, 2908. I'm in California. There has been no paternity, but I still have a case. No, you don't. Gentlemen, also want you to know that the 4D, and I've already explained this, that 4D, that money that they're saying is owed is a lien that's levied against the social security number. It's not levied against you. That's why the computer systems need that social. All right, that lien is has to be paid by the Social Security Administration in accordance with 5 USC subsection 301. All right, let me keep it moving down here. Thanks for putting in this work. I have the Dun and Bradstreet number for the city, state, and county and juvenile court where these child support cases are held. LOL, they are clearly for profit. Of course, of course. What's up, Jackie Brown? How you doing, sis? What if you've already been convicted of a felony for failing to pay child support? Then you can get that over. You can get that overturned. Okay? Because child support. Why don't you you can demand that they prove that Title 4D is in the best interest of children. It's not. Blessings versus Freestone. All right. What they're doing is they're extorting people. Okay. And Jackie, I love the picture. You look wonderful. Damian Cross, thank you for all you do. You are God among men. Thank you, Damien. I appreciate that. And you are also gods. Ye not know that you are gods. Okay? If you are created by God, that makes you a God. And God said, and it was so. Speak it as they were, fellas. All right? We are, John. John says, write a book. Yes, we are in the process amongst all the trillions of things that we have going on here. We are writing a book. All right? We're going to be doing some basically how-to manuals. And my team is also working on an app that you'll be able to download on your phone if you happen to be in one of these hearings for certain questions and information. All right, that's taking a little while too, but we want to get the website done first. Alan Hyde, if you in the club you allowed to practice law even though state says you must be issued a license, there is no license. You are 100% correct, Alan. Attorneys have certification, not license. You're also correct. Mythical Truths. All right. Shaka, Washington. All licenses can be found in the city hall. There is no such thing as a law license. You will never find it. Good stuff. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Jackie Brown. Well, I appreciate you too. All right. Anything we can do for you, shoot me an email. Thanks, John. I appreciate that round of applause, man. You're all right. Good karma. They garnished $9,000 from a house transaction. Is there a way to? Ooh, all right, hold on. Is there a way to get it back? What is it called? And can you direct me where it says that is voluntary and they need to agree to the terms? Shoot me an email. All right. Child support is 100% voluntary. It starts from paternity establishment contract, which is voluntary. All right. When you don't volunteer, though, the crime family just says fuck it and they just default you anyway. All right. Excuse my French. Daryl Owens, good to see you, man. What if I already did paperwork for child support? Okay, well, what paperwork did you do? And where'd you send it? Did you get it notarized? Did you file it to a court with a detached and neutral judge? Hey, Tony Montana. How you doing, Tony Montana? Found the 4D plan of cooperation. Ah, come on. Hold on. Found a 4D plan of cooperation with the courts within my county, and it breaks their game plan down play by play. Strong piece of evidence indeed. Yes. All right, gentlemen, you can't go wrong getting their playbook. Okay? You cannot go wrong. You get into their playbook. You know, I noticed, when we started on YouTube, I mean, I've been on YouTube damn near since YouTube opened. When I started on YouTube, that was like early 2000s, late 90s, whatever it was. All right, there was nobody on YouTube talking about child support, Title 4D. Okay, now there's an influx. I noticed there's so many different channels out, which is cool. All right, and I'm not knocking any of them, but I noticed some of the channels that I noticed they're not teaching directly from the playbook. Okay, and that's what you want. You want to get into that 4D Section 8 Child Support Enforcement Program playbook. You want to get into the Glossary of Common Child Support Terms. And you want to go directly to Child Support's website. They got a plethora of information there, gentlemen, that you can just tear them to shreds. All right? That's why it's important. Use their playbook. All right? Don't take my word for it, nobody else's word for it. If you can't confirm what you're using is true, you better not be using it, because that's how you get your ass handed to you. All right? So be careful with that. Okay? I'm a stickler on that. I don't put out anything that cannot be confirmed. That is a rule here. All right, if anybody puts out something from 4D from Deception Stoppers, it's not true, it's going to be a problem. Okay, but being that I'm the one who does all the all the narration, that'll never happen. Truth be told, appellate venue when county judge acts a fool. All right, well, here's what you do when you're dealing with. If you decide to go with to a hearing, just ask them, are you a judge? Yes. Okay. Are you under a Title 4D contract? Under federal terms and conditions. If you are, then I can't speak to you. I need a neutral and detached judge. Okay. Garen, chitty on contracts. I got you. Habeas corpus, Title 4 dead. Yes, I like that. I like that. Yo, you come up with the best nigglets, man. You really do, habeas corpus. John Baxter, does joint custody stop child support? No, it does not. The only thing that stops child support is you. You want child support to stop? Start demanding these contracts. Ism L, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much, brethren. I really appreciate that. Wow, we got 152 people in the house. All right, I wasn't really expecting that many people to stop by. I just wanted to do a little something, something. But I'm glad that you're all here. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday afternoon. All right, let's see. Okay, there we go. Hold on. They're taking me for 20 grand in fear of going to jail. Oh, okay. Again, Juan. All right, Juan. Yes, so if I'm saying it properly, shoot me an email. All right, and you know we'll get you straight. Evil Tracy, what's going on? When are we doing a class action lawsuit to end them? We're working on that. Okay, the class action lawsuit is going to take some serious doing. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be suing when it comes time. And we have the plans in the works to do so, but class action lawsuits are very expensive. And more importantly, we have to, we're going to be filing that one, I believe, with the United States Supreme Court. We're still doing research on it because I've never done a class action lawsuit. All right, so I want to make sure that me and my team, when we do it, we get it, we get it together. Trace, trust me, it's coming. That is wrong to pay a joint situation. I would agree. Doc, Blessing versus Freestone is need to know. That's correct. Gentlemen, if you have not studied Blessings versus Freestone, it is one of the most powerful cases. And Blessing versus Freestone also proves, and this is what I like about it, it also proves if child support is not for the best interest of the children, right, and they are not, the women and the children are not the intended beneficiaries, then what they are doing is extorting you. Okay, that is extortion. And we are writing up documentation to prove that. Okay? Enigma. What a mystery. Wife received mail while I was at work, deployed, had to sign, discharge, still charged amount as if deployed 5 years. Hold on. What do I do? Okay. Demand, all right, if there's someone's alleging that you owe a debt, the burden of proof rests on he who asserts, not he who denies. Demand a copy of the express agreement. Okay. Corey Jackson, how are you, brother? Okay, hold tight. I meant I went to a so-called hearing for contempt. The magistrate knows who I am, and they refuse to move forward unless I swear in. Is there any way I can get them to move forward without me swearing in? Don't swear in. You don't have to swear in. So who are you swearing to? I had a judge do that a couple weeks ago. I was doing a case in Ohio, and the judge says, "Well, I need you to swear in." I said, "Who am I swearing to?" He said, "God." I said, "Which God?" I said, "It can't be yours, because if I'm made in the image and likeness of God, then the one that made me has got the same color skin." All right, just man, I was having fun with him, and I never did swear in. All right, and we still continue. Okay, Mercedes. If I have a private agreement with my ex and she canceled the support, can they still come after me? I would say no, but I've never put anything past these criminals, fellas. All right, just be careful. Okay. If as long as she's not on welfare and as long as she does not go down and apply for the 4D services, then you should be okay. All right. And just work it from there. Let's see. Okay. Let me go down a little bit. Michigan. Okay, wait a minute. Marcellus Brock, how you doing, Marcella? Michigan in front of the court. Do they do what they want? Not in, well, if you let them. All right, stop letting them. Gentlemen, check this out. What I would appreciate is I want you to stop talking about what they did to you and start talking about what you're going to do to them. Okay? You gotta have a plan of attack. Okay? Okay, Mac 8187. Oh, let me go back. This one's shooting down real fast. Come on, you. All right, there we go. They're meaning the crime, 4D crime family. You know what? I came up with that sniglet, man, because I think it fits them quite well. Daryl Owens, I told the police I was traveling, not driving. Made the whole argument and still went to jail for suspended license. What do I do now? Well, you got to go in and fight it. All right. If that license is suspended, that means the privilege of driving is suspended and you are traveling. All right. Again, go to Yusuf L's go to my community channel and look at. I posted Yusuf L's video on there, the right to travel. All right, tons of case laws, tons of case laws. I have been stopped um, 4 times. 2 times I was able to keep moving. Twice I've went to jail. All right, I mean it is what it is. Okay. Um, what you're going to do if you're going to be traveling without a license, just ask the officer to, hey, look, you got an oath of office. All right, if you meet a cool cop, they'll let you go. If you meet a prick, they'll take you to jail. That's just how it works, fellas. Okay, and you just keep it moving from there. All right. Now, Darren Cosby, will you do my case? Willing to pay? All right, well, sure, we'll help you out. Shoot me an email, 4D_destroyer at yahoo.com. Shaka Washington, I expect more people. You are a freedom fighter, one who fights for the people's civil constitutional rights. Well, I'm not actually fighting for your rights, gentlemen. I'm giving you the information and the weapons so that you can fight. But yes, all right, in essence, again, I want everybody to be free. Okay? Now, I'm looking at my email. I just cleared out all those emails. I mean, oh my gosh, and they're just piling up and piling up. That's why it takes so long for us to email people. All right, so bear with me on that one, fellas. Fronte Unito. Does status correction help with defeating their contracts? No, it does not. All right. The only thing is you need to demand a copy of that contract and the full disclosure of it. Okay. So no contract, no ticky, no laundry. All right, Doc, you do not have $38,000 in the arrears. Okay. The Social Security Administration is $38,000 in arrears because that $38,000 is a lien that is levied against their property. Gentlemen, I did a video called The Law of Attraction. Stop saying that you owe. Stop saying that you have a 4D issue. All right. The Law of Attraction, when you say that shit, you're bringing that into existence. Remember Princess Diana? What did they start calling her? Lady Di. Remember that? What happened? She died. Real talk. They knew what they were doing. Okay. That Law of Attraction is very powerful, so be careful. All right. Let me see here. Oh, you got it, Dimension. Trey Williams, Peace King, how to take down the child support for me paying in 2 states. Okay, well, I've already said it, and I'll say it again. All right, someone is alleging you owe a debt. The burden of proof rests on he who asserts, not he who denies. All right, a debt is a sum of money due by a certain express agreement. Demand for a copy of that express agreement. Okay. Yeah, everybody, if you want the right to travel, check out Yusuf L on High Frequency Radio. All right, that man is. I had the unique pleasure of when I had a campus in Georgia that we used to teach out of, and Yusuf was nice enough. He had a booth downtown at a downtown Atlanta function, and he was nice enough to he shared his booth with me, and we had a wonderful conversation. And I'm telling you, that man is a god. Man, I can imagine if me and Yusuf L got together and do something, it will be a slaughter. All right, I subscribe to his channel, and I learned a lot. And he also he's a master at the creditor system, the accept for value, return for value. Check him out. You will learn a lot. Yusuf L, Hotep, man, I really appreciate you, and hopefully we can chop it up one of these days. Okay. Let's see here. Peace King, how to take down. All right, we read that one already. You got it, Dimension. Stiffer DNA, Jackie Brown. Okay, gotcha. All right, so, fellas, you have your assignments. You want to be free? Okay? It comes at a price. Not a price that you have to pay for somebody, but a price that you got to put in some time. Okay? You got to put in some serious time. Okay? You got to do your research. All right? You got to do your research. You got to have the facts. You have to grab all the evidence that you can. Okay. And more importantly, I have a video on YouTube. It's called The Power of Paper. It's on my channel and it's narrated by a young man by the name of Jerry Day. He's got white hair. And I'm also a subscriber because Jerry Day is another god. He is very intelligent. All right, but in this video, hey, good morning, YOLO lover. He explains to you in that video the power of paper. Here we use the power of paper. We do the same thing to them that they do to you. We send out notarized affidavits. We give them 10 days to respond, and if they don't respond, then we file a motion, a petition in court for judgment and court-ordered remedy. All right. Once you get that document notarized, that's a legal binding document. All right. You don't have to give them 30 days. You can give them 5 days if you want, because here's the thing: when we write somebody and ask them for a contract, right? If you got a contract in place, it don't take you no 30 days to find no damn contract. If you got it on file, you got it. If you don't, you don't. And if you don't have it, that's that's somebody's ass. Yo, Jamie, how you been, man? Long time no see. What's good? Oh, man, everything is well, brother, out here doing the damn thing. Sheila Dang sent an affidavit, but the magistrate refused to respond. Okay, then guess what? Did you give him a time frame? Did you tell him you got 10 days to respond? Okay. Don't just send in affidavits and get mad when they don't respond. Okay? You have to have a plan of attack. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? I had a case in New York, and my son is now 20 years old. All right, again, Jeff Padilla. I'm sorry, I'm having. All right, that arrears is not your liability. That liability, because that's a lien on the Social Security number. 20 CFR 422-103D clearly states that the Social Security number is the property of Social Security Administration. So let's say if you're renting a home, okay, and the tax man knocks on the door and say, hey, there's a $20,000 tax lien on this property. All right, what are you going to tell them? You're going to tell them, well, I'm the renter. You got to go talk to the owner. It's the same thing with the Social Security card, gentlemen. You got to put Andrew Saul on blast. And that's why I made that video called Flip the Floor D Lien Back to the Social Security Administration. All right. You got it, man. Come on down, man. We got plenty of knowledge for you, Jamie, man. It's been a minute, brother. Make sure you shoot me an email, okay? Leonardo, how do I get a full and complete account of case info to include financial copies, bond issued? Freedom of Information Act, okay? Reaper, do more videos about Arkansas. All right, again, gentlemen, any video that I do can be applied in any state. Title 4D is federal law. It's not state law, okay? John the judge encouraged me to file for disability because that's something else those criminals can get after. You can't get that disability without the SSN. That is correct. All right. The Social Security number, gentlemen, is the mark of the beast. All right. The only difference is the mark of the beast, they say it's going to be on the forehead or on the right hand. All right. It's not on the forehead. It's in the head because you remember that number. And it's not on the right hand, it's in it, because most people in this country are right-handed when they hand that card over for inspection. All right? I know, right? Erie, PA got to stop buying cars. Damn crooks. Terry Davis, what's going on, TD? Before I knew I could fight back, they tricked me into paying $16K worth of back arrears. Can I get that back, or is it a loss? Yeah, you can get it back. Shit. I don't see why not. Oh, you're welcome, Jeff. I will be shooting you an email. You got it, brother. No problem, man. Sheila, if magistrate defaulted case, how can I stop them from proceeding? Okay, well, for a default, again, someone is alleging that you owe a debt. Yo, Aquaman in the house. What's up, you rich bastard? Hey, everybody, Aquaman is here. And Aquaman got a serious refund. Oh, my man, from Knowledge, okay? He never hired us, but he did the work. And he got a serious check back. Hey, Aquaman, beer's on you. All right. Redmond, you're correct. It is the mark of the beast. Enigma, I will come out of victorious by requesting original contract and also making, go back down there, affidavits for Stark County, Ohio. Gentlemen, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen, Ohio is one of the easiest places to beat. Okay? If you looked at that video that I made about what they did to Tracy Hunter, all right, I'm sorry, I'm reading this while I'm talking to you. Their contracts, it clearly states that the state of Ohio and the Child Support Enforcement Agency are two separate entities. Okay? Hey, Aquaman, everybody's shouting you out there, man. Yeah, man, we love you, Aquaman. Pat, real good dude right there, man. I hope you and the family are doing well. Arminif defaulted and they are trying to proceed with custody case. This has been in court. Custody and child support are two separate issues. Child support is commercial. Custody is actually falls under family law. Okay. Mark Williams, the knowledge you speak highlights the deceptive words on sent documents. Correct. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to be just like Aquaman when it's. Oh yes, you will, Todd. Yes, you will, brother. I got you, man. Boxenologist. Do you know how CS works in Missouri? Yes. I'm the god of law. I know how it works everywhere. All you got to do is watch my videos. All right. I never went to custody case. Okay. Income tax return intercepted due to arrears. What can I do? Uh, that's part of their law. All right. Gentlemen, you want action, you got to start fighting. Okay. If you're asking me what to do, all right, I'm telling you to fight. Okay. You got to fight. You got to go to war. All right. You got to declare war. I've declared war on 4D. Okay. Now I can't go do what I want to do to them. All right. Real talk. But my way of getting back at them is exactly what I'm doing now. I'm turning all of you into 4D destroyers. Okay? You're getting knowledge. And a lot of people send me a lot of information that they're finding, and I really appreciate that. And that lets me know that they are doing their research. You're doing your due diligence. Okay? That is important. All right, but more importantly, you got to stop dealing with the 4D crime family. You got to stop paying their paying. You got to stop accepting their mail. All right. Hold on one second, fellas. I gotta get a tissue. Okay, sorry about that. Keep sniffling and sneezing over here. All right. Um. Now, the other thing that I like to tell people as well, if all right, a lot of people say, "Well, they're garnishing my wages." All right, if they're garnishing your wages, work off, find a job that's going to pay you off the books, or start your own business. All right, start your own business. You can't be garnished. The other thing, if I was you, take your money out of these banks. Find another way to filter your cash. Okay. Is Pennsylvania any different than any other state? No, Pennsylvania is ran by the Bureau of Child Support Enforcement, which is down in Harrisburg. Micah, oh, amen. Into is overpowered, guys. You need to study. Oh yeah, man, it's all good. Yeah, Pennsylvania is easy. Pennsylvania is easy. Yes, I am. I'm a dog. I like that. Bitcoin, that's fine. Yo, what's going on, Thought? Shoot me an email, man. We need to have a conversation, you and I. Okay. All right, great. So let me see here. I'm trying to keep up with these questions. All right, there we go. All right, so gentlemen, what I'm gonna do is I really appreciate you. Yeah, I know I hate him too, Dimitri. Oh, I saw what you sent me. Keep me posted, the metric, and we'll get that worked out. But right now, you're up in you're handling that business. My man Demetric, he demanded some contracts. He sent him in some information, and now he's taking them to court. Adra, you're quite welcome. Sheila, Amen. They put a warrant on me. I sent the letter to quash it. All right. Listen, before I got my case dismissed, I lived with a like 2, 3 child support warrants for like 10 years. That shit ain't pay. I ain't pay that shit no mind. All right. Stop letting these people scare you. Mac Black Ice. Talk about financial review. What do you want to talk about financial review? What happens if you become a sovereign citizen? Can I get a passport? There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. A sovereign citizen, according to the FBI, is a terrorist. All right. A citizen is a corporation. Look up Corpus Juris Secundum subsection 883. Okay. All right. Seat down in the house. What's going on, Ant Man? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, and let's come on. I'm trying to get this thing to stay steady. And truth be told, congrats. Thank you. All right, gentlemen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a day because I have to get back to work. I've got a couple of deadlines that I have to meet, and not to mention it's almost 3 o'clock, and I have not had my beer today yet. So I'm gonna go grab me a bite to eat and go get a cold one. I really, really appreciate everybody here. Again, gentlemen, I want you to free yourself. Okay. Um, Stop saying what you're going, what they're doing to you, and start talking about what you're going to do to them. And I'm biting Onyx, but I'm a firm believer in that shit. Okay. It's time to get jiggy. You want your freedom. Where's it going to come from? Okay. I can't free you. I can educate you. All right. That's like me giving you a weapon, right? Clean, brand new, right? But you can't hit the target. You can't get that projectile downrange on target. You're gonna have to start practicing. Okay. Start looking in the mirror. Make up, make affidavits. Find the case laws. All right. Because when the site opens, we are going to have a resource library on that site. All right, and it's going to be a hardcore, and I'm telling you, that thing is going to go on for an eternity. We're going to be posting the contracts. You can get a Black's Laws dictionary, Bouvier's law. We're going to have everything there for you. You're going to have to put in some work. Just because you send in affidavits that's not going to terminate a case. Anybody can ignore an affidavit, but what does the affidavit say on it? Okay. You have to give them a time frame. You got 10 days to produce this contract. If you can't produce this contract in 10 days, I'm taking you to court. That's all you're doing. Okay? Take them to court. Don't be scared of them. Do not be scared of these people. They're nothing. They're nobody. Okay? And I mean that wholeheartedly. All right? So, that being said, I'm going to bid everybody a good day. And now, if I can figure out how to end the stream, I will be cool. All right, and there we go. All right, so we're going to go to the control room, and I'm going to bid everybody a good day and a good afternoon. And I really, really appreciate you coming out and sharing a part of your Sunday with me. All right, beers on me. On everybody who I asked to send me an email, make sure you send me one. And Aquaman, I hope everybody's doing well in the family. You're probably on vacation with your rich ass. All right, we'll talk to everybody soon. The next thing, the next thing we're going to be doing is hopefully, like I said, we can get this website up and running by this week. All right, so you can have access to that resource library. Okay, I really appreciate you, gentlemen. Hotep, peace. Thank you for all the love, the gifts, and respect, and we'll talk to you very, very soon.